We need to talk about the working class today, because they are the backbone of this country. It's really important that we do this, because there are so many people who have a distorted view of what the working class is. There was a time when the middle class and the working class were almost synonymous terms. But over the last few decades, thanks to some serious political maneuvering, the term middle class has come to mean something quite different than it used to. And sadly, most people have fallen for it. So here's the reality. The middle class is not just made up of office workers and white-collar professionals. The middle class is not just made up of doctors and lawyers and teachers and firefighters and police, officers and small business owners and shopkeepers. The middle class is not just made up of the people who watch CNN or read the New York Times. In fact, far from it. You can be a factory worker making $80,000 a year and be considered working class. You can work in construction, wait tables, drive a truck, be a mechanic or electrician, and be considered working class. You can be a nurse, a teacher, or a firefighter, and be considered working class. You can own a small business or work at one, and be considered working class. You can even work at CNN or the New York Times, and be considered working class. Working class is a term that refers to anyone whose position in the economy is defined by their relationship to the means of production. It refers to those who must sell their labor in order to survive. It's also worth pointing out that when most people think working class, they usually mean working poor. And that's not accurate either. Being working class doesn't automatically make you poor, just like being middle class doesn't automatically make you rich. You can be a working class millionaire, you can be a working poor billionaire. Most people, of course, are neither. Most people are working class middle income earners. People like my parents who worked hard all their lives, paid their taxes and never asked for handouts, but whose life savings has been completely wiped out by the reckless spending of the federal government. The vast majority of Americans who fall into this category, the working class middle income earners, are the true backbone of the USA. They are the ones who keep this country running. It is their sweat that builds the factories, the roads, the schools, and the hospitals. It is their ingenuity that develops the products that make our lives easier and more enjoyable. It is their courage that fights our wars and protects our freedom. It is their sacrifice that makes our lives possible. Sadly, however, these people have been largely ignored and taken for granted for decades. Both political parties have neglected them. Both have failed to address their concerns. And both have focused instead on the concerns of special interest groups, which accounts for why so many people feel alienated and disillusioned today. So today, I want to send a message to the working class, a message of hope, a message of solidarity, and a message of strength. To the working class, I say thank you. Thank you for being the backbone of this country. Thank you for building the factories, the roads, the schools, and the hospitals. Thank you for developing the products that make our lives easier and more enjoyable. Thank you for fighting our wars and protecting our freedom. Thank you for making our lives possible. I also want to send a message to the elites who have so little regard for the working class, who look down on them with disdain, who see them as a nuisance, who believe that they are better than them, smarter than them, more deserving than them. Let me send a message to those elites who don't believe in America first. Let me send a message to those globalist elitists. This isn't Europe. This is the United States of America. Here the power to define our future rests with the people. Those people are not the elites. Those people are you, the working class, the backbone of this country. So to the working class, I say again, thank you. And let me be clear, I am not trying to pit the working class against other segments of society, against the elites, the intellectuals, the artists, the entertainers, or the wealthy. There is room in America for everyone. We can all coexist here and help each other succeed. I have no interest in starting a class war. It's not what this is about. What I want to do is simply recognize the contributions of the working class, the backbone of this country, and make sure that they receive the respect, the dignity, and the support they deserve. To the working class, I say we must stand together and demand that our voices be heard. We must stand together and demand that our interests be protected. We must stand together and make sure that our kids get the best education possible. We must stand together and make sure that our communities are safe. We must stand together and make sure that our country is strong. We must stand together and make sure that our future is bright. If we stand together, nothing will stop us. We'll be a force unlike any other force this country has ever seen. Some will try to tell you that you are uneducated, that you are unintelligent, that you are unrefined, that you are somehow less than them. Don't listen to them. They are the ones who are wrong. You are the ones who are right. You are the ones who are smart. You are the ones who know how to get things done. You're the ones who built this country. You are the ones who keep this country running. You are the ones who make this country great. So to the working class, I say, we must stand together and demand that our voices be heard. We must stand together and demand that our interests be protected. We must stand together and make sure that our kids get the best education possible. We must stand together and make sure that our communities are safe. We must stand together and make sure that our country is strong. We must stand together and make sure that our future is bright. If we stand together, nothing will stop us. We will be a force unlike any other force this country has ever seen. You will also face those who seek to divide us along racial lines. Some will try to tell you that you are racist if you put America first. Others will try to tell you that you are xenophobic if you demand that our borders be secure. Still others will try to tell you that you are a bigot if you insist on preserving our national culture. Don't listen to them. They are the ones who are wrong. You are the ones who are right. We're the ones who love America. You are the ones who know what it takes to make this country great. You are the ones who built this country. You are the ones who keep this country running. You're the ones who make this country great. So, to the working class, I say we must stand together and demand that our voices be heard. Us! We must stand together and demand that our interests be protected. We must stand together and make sure that our kids get the best education possible. We must stand together and make sure that our communities are safe. We must stand together and make sure that our country is strong. We must stand together and make sure that our future is bright. If we stand together, nothing will stop us. We will be a force unlike any other force this country has ever seen. Finally, to the working class, I say we must stand together and demand that our leaders serve our interests. For too long, our leaders have served the interests of the elites, the globalists, the open border advocates, and the radical left. It's time for that to change. It's time for our leaders to put America first, to put you first. It's time for our leaders to protect our borders, to protect our national culture, to protect our way of life. It's time for our leaders to put you first. It's time for our leaders to stand up for you. You are the backbone of this country. You are the ones who make America great. And when we stand together, nothing will stop us. Thank you, and God bless you.